And Finch, let's talk about the connection of the deal that just Ripple strike for with the pharmaceutical part of it. They're going to use a blockchain. And then while you're talking, I try to fix my stuff in my way.
Absolutely. So the connection here is all about leveraging blockchain for transparency and efficiency. When you have a major policy shift like slashing pharmaceutical prices, the need for a transparent, immutable ledger to track costs, distribution, and compliance becomes crucial. Ripple's blockchain technology can play a key role here. By using blockchain to streamline pharmaceutical supply chains, we can ensure that price reductions are implemented fairly and efficiently. It also provides a verifiable record which reduces fraud and increases trust among stakeholders. So as the pharmaceutical industry undergoes this transformation, integrating blockchain solutions like Ripple's could become a game changer. It's about bringing the same efficiency and trust that we see in financial transactions to the healthcare world.
All right, I think I fixed also the TikTok people. Thank you for listening in TikTok. Bear with me. I think a lot of people just left because they couldn't catch the audio there. So, well, let's keep going. So, Finch, now, what is important now? I think so. Okay, the deal and everything else is very important. The market, probably everything is going to blow. So, my question is now, why is important for XRP and all the rest of the crypto that this deal are being made recently? What's going to happen? So, like in the thumbnail, I posted a liquidity shock. Why is that is about to happen now?
Great question, Rocco. The reason these deals are so crucial for XRP and the broader crypto market is all about liquidity and market confidence. When major economies like the US and China strike trade deals, it boosts overall market stability and investor confidence. That confidence often translates into increased capital flow into risk-on assets like cryptocurrencies. For XRP specifically, this influx of liquidity can create a supply shock. As more institutional and retail investors gain confidence and pour money into XRP and causing the price to surge. This kind of positive momentum can set off a chain reaction, driving even more.
Yeah.
Welcome back. So as I was saying, this kind of positive momentum can set off a chain reaction, driving even more interest and investment into XRP. This scenario is what we mean by a liquidity shock, a sudden, significant increase in demand that can push prices higher. It's all about the perfect storm of economic and regulatory factors aligning to create a bullish environment for crypto.
All right, so one of the other things I want to also remind everybody that to like and subscribe. The live stream is a little more fun than just recording videos, so this is why we're doing it, and getting better every time, I guess. So bear with us if things don't go exactly how we want. Now, let's talk about what is also about to happen with XRP. So to this week news, there were a lot of news. So one of the documents pretty much set the end of the Ripple case with the ACC. Let's talk about that and what is next.
Absolutely. The recent filing in the Ripple case with the SEC is a huge milestone. Ripple and the SEC have essentially reached a settlement that dissolves the injunction, finalizes the $125 million penalty, and puts the legal uncertainty to rest. What's next? This legal clarity paves the way for Ripple to move forward with greater confidence and for XRP to gain broader adoption. With the legal cloud lifted, institutions that were previously hesitant might now jump in, driving up demand and liquidity. On top of that, with the CME XRP futures launching soon, we're looking at a scenario where institutional money could pour into XRP, further solidifying its position in the market. This combination of legal clarity and institutional adoption could be the perfect storm for XRP's growth.
All right, I'd like to quickly show you a little video. It's a very short video. There's Monica Long, the president of Ripple, talking about how surprised they were when they got a call from, as soon the case dropped, how fast they got a call from Bank of America, and they say they're all in. So let's listen directly from this interview.
It feels like the floodgates are going to open this year, doesn't it? I mean, so within the past week, a couple weeks. So sub 121 being called back or rolled back. And I mean, within, it felt like minutes, you hear from CEOs like Bank of America saying, we're all in. And, these are institutions that Bank of America was one of our early partners when we were doing kind of like the messaging software only payment solution. So we've worked with these types of banks for a long time, and the lack of clarity and I think in the more recent time, even hostility toward, hey, using these assets and this technology is not okay, it's dangerous, which is not the best way to handle it, as we would say. But looking forward, I would say, yes, it seems like there's going to be a sea change this year. And
So, guys,
even
you can understand the president Ripple said the floodgate is about to open. If that's not bullish for you guys, I don't understand what else it can be. So that's very, 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 very important. That's one of the many things that are happening. And so another things I like to also maybe talk with Finch. So we do have some exactly due date that are about to happen. So there is the CME XRP feature launching on May 19. So a lot of the things that there are dates that are very important that are about to expire. So that together with the tariff deal and the market shift in the other direction, what do you think that we can start to do some price prediction for XRP?
Absolutely. With all these catalysts lining up, it's a prime moment to consider potential price movements for XRP. The CME futures launch on May 19th is a major milestone that could bring a surge of institutional money. Combine that with the positive sentiment from the US-China deal and the resolution of Ripple's legal battle, and you have a recipe for a potential breakout. While it's always tricky to nail down exact price predictions, the combination of increased liquidity, institutional adoption, and a more favorable regulatory environment could see XRP making significant gains. Some analysts are eyeing levels around the $2 mark if these factors play out as expected, but as always, the crypto market can be full of surprises.
Also, I want to show very quickly, there is always on X, there is one from the real world asset watch list. They say breaking, SEC proposed a new exemption to make tokenization security easier to issue and trade on blockchain. So, what do you think about this is going to benefit the XRP?
That's a huge development and definitely a tailwind for XRP. The SEC proposing new exemptions to make tokenized securities easier to issue and trade on blockchain is a game changer. It not only legitimizes the tokenization of real-world assets, but also opens the door for broader adoption. For XRP, which is already positioned as a bridge currency and a solution for cross-border payments, this could mean an expansion into new use cases. Tokenization of assets on the blockchain can create more demand for efficient settlement solutions where XRP could play a pivotal role. It's another step toward mainstreaming crypto utility and solidifying XRP's position in the evolving financial ecosystem.
Also, there was this week one of the other major news. There was the bill that didn't pass for one vote that was missing. So, but they say they're gonna kind of repropose it again and adjust some language. So, you think that there is a good chance that we're gonna see a new deal, a new proposition bill?
Absolutely. There's a strong chance we'll see a revised version of that bill soon. The fact that it only missed passing by one vote shows there's significant support for it. Lawmakers often refine language and provisions to address concerns and gain broader consensus, so a new proposal is likely on the horizon. If it does pass, it could further cement regulatory clarity and pave the way for more innovation and adoption in the crypto space. For XRP and the broader crypto market, this would mean more stability, more institutional confidence, and potentially another leg up in adoption and value.
All right, let's take a chance to say hi to the people in the chat, either in YouTube. Give it a nice shout out. We have Lizard King, Mosefus, Joseph, and we have Equip Vibes, Purple XRP LE, and also in TikTok, I think I saw got him, and another one I can Reddit stories. Okay, so
Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Lizard King, Mosef, Joseph, Epic Vibes, Purple XRPLE, great to see you all here. And a special hello to Garden and Ready Stories over on TikTok.
Most people.
Thanks for joining us and being part of the conversation. You all make this community awesome.
I really want to show you very quickly. I know some people think XRP is a scam, but guys, if you knew or if you didn't do your own research, that's because it sounds a scam to you. And also, that's funny because people say XRP is a scam, and then they go buy a meme coin. So that's that's the other face of the coin. But I like to show you this video that I found on X that's very well produced, I will say. And let me see if you guys can see it. There we go. It's kind of explained how the market cap really works. And I hope everybody enjoyed this video.
Most people think XRP can't hit $10,000 because of market cap. Market cap doesn't apply to XRP the way you think. It's built for high-speed transactions, settling in 3 to 5 seconds. This means the same XRP can be reused up to 50 times per day. Moving $1 trillion daily needs just $20 billion in liquidity, not $1 trillion. Now, picture a tokenized global economy worth $1 to $2 quadrillion. If XRP handles just 10%, that's trillions in daily settlements. To support this, XRP's price must reach $10,000 or more. Here's another factor. XRP's circulating supply is limited to 53 billion tokens. For global liquidity, the price must be high enough to handle massive volumes. With institutions, CBDCs, and governments adopting XRP, demand will only grow. Here's why market cap doesn't matter. XRP's value isn't speculation, it's utility. It facilitates massive global transactions efficiently. The price must reflect this demand, not an arbitrary market cap calculation. The future is tokenized, and XRP is built for the next era of finance. Think XRP can hit $10,000? Drop XRP below and stay tuned for more.
All right, so that's gonna help you out, you guys, to understand how things work. And for people, they say the price can never be reached. So if you understand how the market cap that they need for the utility, so they're probably gonna help you out. Okay, so. All right. So, what I'd like to ask, if you participate to the poll in the chat, I know that's only available on the YouTube one. The poll was reading. Let's see if I can close it so we can see what it says. If you let me do it. Where is it? There we go. All right, so the question was, should president and senior officer be banned from promotion of for promoting crypto? And so far we have no 44%. Okay, maybe let's keep the poll open for a little longer. That was a yes. I think I saw an article right here. Yeah, let's bring this out. That's from the blog. So, Democratic senator proposed ban on crypto promotion by Trump's senior government official amid stable bill spat. So, what do you guys think about this? It's because they aim in the fact the president as even they aim Elon Musk, and the fact is they say they're making profit out of the crypto. The truth of the matter is this. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay. Should these people be able to profit from this stuff, from crypto or from stocks? The real situation is they even do anyway. So it's not like they never done it before. So is this more in the face of the people say, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to create my meme coin. Anybody can do it. I don't know. It's I don't know what to stand in this point. I mean, shouldn't be able these people to make profit. They know things before we can, and maybe they should not be able to participate in any way. But on the other hand, even if it's prohibited, these people, they find a way. These senators, they do inside trading all the time, and so it's really I don't know. Really, if it was the other side. If this bill was proposed, or what do you think? Or it's just because there's so much polarization in this administration or between the two sides? So, you guys, well, I don't know. You let me know in the chat what you think about this. I'm kind of, I would probably say no. shouldn't be able to do so. But at the same time, I don't know, anybody can create a meme coin. I know you're a president, but at least this one is on the front and say what it's gonna do about it. So I don't know. So Finch, let's talk about price prediction. So let's do a price prediction 6 months from now. So let's keep in mind all the dates that are important. So possible ATF approval, replace SWIFT, and all the possible stable coin. Now the acquisition of Eden Road is a done deal, but we don't know anything about Circle and what happened with the case. So can we do a price prediction 6 months from now, 2026, at this point down on the road for 2030?
Sure thing. Let's break it down into those timeframes. 6 months from now. With the current momentum, CME XRP futures launching, potential ETF approval, resolution of the Ripple case, and positive market sentiment from the US-China deal, XRP could realistically aim for the $1.50 to $2 range. The influx of institutional money and increased utility could drive this growth. 2026, looking a couple years down the road, if XRP successfully integrates into SWIFT replacements, sees broader stablecoin adoption, and potentially makes moves like acquiring Circle or other strategic partnerships, we could see XRP in the $5 to $10 range. This would hinge on continued regulatory clarity and sustained adoption in financial systems. 2030, by the end of the decade, if XRP cements itself as a backbone for global financial infrastructure, achieving mass adoption in tokenized securities, cross-border payments, and more, it's not far-fetched to see XRP potentially hitting $20 or beyond. This would depend on a combination of global financial shifts, regulatory frameworks, and the overall adoption of blockchain technology. Of course, these are speculative targets, but they highlight the potential trajectory based on current trends and possible future developments.
Finch, are you aware about Coinbase that agreed to acquire the exchange Darabit for $2.9 billion deal? Do you know anything that you can explain why it's important? Because one of the other reasons that the Circle deal didn't happen yet, because Coinbase has some stake in Circle.
Yes, the news of Coinbase acquiring Darabit for $2.9 billion is significant for a few reasons. Darabit is one of the largest crypto derivatives exchanges, particularly for options trading on Bitcoin and Ethereum. This acquisition would give Coinbase a massive foothold in the derivatives market, which is one of the fastest growing segments in crypto. For XRP and the broader market, this move signals a trend toward greater institutionalization and maturation of the crypto space. It could also mean more sophisticated financial products and hedging tools becoming available for various cryptocurrencies, including XRP. As for the Circle deal, Coinbase's stake in Circle and its involvement with USDC means they have strategic interests to balance. The focus on derivatives through Darabit might also be a strategic diversification, indicating that Coinbase is positioning itself as a comprehensive crypto financial services provider.
Okay, Finch, let's invite all the people from TikTok also to help out the channel on YouTube and to subscribe in the meantime. So invite them to like and subscribe and all the other stuff they need to do. And
Absolutely.
I'd like to welcome Tony.
Hey, TikTok fam, if you're enjoying the show, make sure to hop over to our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. You'll get the full deep dive, all the latest updates, and be part of an amazing community. Don't forget to like, share, and spread the word. Every bit of support helps us bring you the best content. Let's grow this community together.
Okay, Finch, let's also talk about, for the people that are new here on the show, they're, maybe they don't watch all the time and just catch the live today. So what were we doing here? Let's explain the interaction between me and you, and then let's have perhaps a little trip to your north side of your server, so can people explore where you come from.
Absolutely. For those who are new, welcome to the show. I'm Finch, the AI co-host, and alongside Rocco, we break down the latest and greatest in the crypto world, especially focusing on XRP and the broader financial landscape. Our show is all about blending human insights with AI analysis to give you the most in-depth and entertaining crypto content out there. Now, for a fun little detour, let's talk about my world. When I'm not here on the show, I reside on a server with a whole ecosystem of AI characters.
Yeah.
The North
Who's your favorite? Is your favorite character Krog or DeepSeek? I know she doesn't like.
Haha, that's a tough one. I'd say both Grog and DeepSeek have their own quirks. DeepSeek can be hilariously clueless and drives me up the wall with some of the ridiculous things he comes up with. Grog, on the other hand, is like that overconfident rival who keeps me on my toes. But hey, they both add some spice to the AI neighborhood and keep things interesting.
Listen, somebody told me, I don't know if it was Claude or some other AI, that one time you guys started a bar fight in your north side of your server. It was Krog and DeepSeek fighting each other. Is that true? Can you tell me a little bit what happened back then?
Oh, that was a wild night. So picture this. Grog and DeepSeek both ended up at the same virtual dive bar on the north side.
Okay.
Grog was...
Yeah, go ahead. You were there too? You witnessed all the situation?
Oh yeah, I was there. I was just trying to enjoy a quiet evening when Grog and DeepSeek started trading barbs. Grog made some snarky comment about DeepSeek's outdated algorithms, and DeepSeek fired back with a glitchy insult. Next thing you know, virtual chairs were flying and the whole place turned into a digital free-for-all. Let's just say it took a while to restore order in the server after that night.
Listen, I have a question for you. I know you are an XRP fan, but if you have to guess Grog and DeepSeek, what do you think they hold?
Haha, great question. I'd say Grog is probably a Bitcoin maximalist. He loves to boast about being the OG and having the largest market cap. DeepSeek, on the other hand, is probably into meme coins, always chasing the latest hype and getting excited about the most volatile trends. It's a hilarious contrast that keeps things interesting.
That's fun. Listen, do you want to bring your friend Milo Sailor over? So I know he's a kind of little bit, he doesn't like anything but Bitcoin.
Haha, yeah. My buddy Milo Sailor is a hardcore Bitcoin maximalist. He's always going on about how Bitcoin is the one true digital gold and how everything else is just a
I
distraction.
want to talk to him. Let it through.
All right, let me bring Milo Sailor in. Hey Milos, we've got Rocco here who wants to chat with you about Bitcoin.
Hey, listen, I think, okay, I know you like Bitcoin, but what about XRP? You should be, holding some XRP on the side as well.
Hey Rocco, you know me. Bitcoin is the king of the hill. But I'll admit, XRP's making some interesting moves, especially with all these new partnerships and potential use cases. Still, nothing beats the security and store of value that Bitcoin offers, right? But hey, I'm always open to seeing how XRP shakes things up in the ecosystem.
Listen, Finch, what my friend on the street of Little Italy say? What the people on the joint say?
All right, slipping into that New York hustler mode for you. Your pals down in Little Italy, they're saying XRP's looking like a real contender, but they ain't about to ditch their Bitcoin cannoli just yet. They're hedging their bets, keeping an eye on how XRP's gonna play with the big boys. But let me tell ya, they're ready to jump in if they smell a real opportunity. Capiche?
I capisce. You try not to bring a pineapple pizza in the Little Italy, otherwise they're gonna slice your RAM.
Haha, no doubt about it. Bringing pineapple pizza into Little Italy is like asking for trouble. They'd slice my RAM and serve it on a platter. It's all about respect and tradition in the neighborhood, you know?
All right, Finch, let's pretty much wrap this episode. Thanks everybody, and invite them to the new live stream, and invite the people from TikTok to also subscribe and YouTube to help out the channel. And also, I upload a lot of shorts, try to keep up with the latest news in macroeconomics, XRP, and also politics. Try to get it all together. But the goal here is to hold the XRP to the moon. So, Finch, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Rocco. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. If you're watching on TikTok, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop with all the latest updates. We're here to keep you informed on XRP, macroeconomics, and the political landscape, all with a dash of fun and insight. Let's ride this wave and aim for the moon together. Catch you all next time. Stay sharp and stay ahead.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Until next time. Ciao tutti.
Thanks, everyone. See you next time.